Toy Mantis, back again. I know it's been a very long time, and I assure you I'm going to disappear again after I post this video. But Marvel just had a bunch of announcements today, figures that we kind of already knew that were coming out like 6 months ago. But I'll go over some of the ones that are kind of new first. We have this black and white inverted Future Foundation Spider-Man. Obviously, right here, I grabbed the old release from the Epic Heroes before Marvel Legends became Marvel Legends today, and they made an updated version of him with the Spider-Man 2099 base, and obviously inverted colors, mostly black all around, but then the white spider symbol. So if you're into that, that figure's coming, and I think that's part of the whatever Spider-Man line they're doing. I think that's gonna be the same exact line where we're seeing the Iron Spider figure coming from. Now, also, they announced Rhino on the retro. A lot of people were thinking Lizard was coming, but that wasn't the case. But Lizard probably will still. But Rhino was a nice surprise. I mean, to see this figure get re-released and do a more classic look. We're getting rid of the shoulder pads here, so there's no more of this. And this is obviously the masked version. There's no masked version of Rhino or the screaming face. It's just kind of like that more exposed, calm-looking face, kind of matching more to that old Rhino from the Toy Biz line with the Fearsome Foes box set. But, obviously it's mostly a callback to the animated line, but that's, still nice to see. It's still very cool to see Rhino get that figure update. He's definitely one that a lot of people wanted. Now, with the wave that everyone knew was coming, we get Madam Hydra. Now, this figure definitely needed that update. You could see she just was not really nicely detailed. I mean, she was, has the ugly joints at the bottom here. Just kind of meh, whatever, right? So we're getting a better version of her. I think she was also known as Viper. So, maybe the Madam Hydra can be for your Hydra display, the new one, and this one can go into your X-Men display. If you remember Viper, she appeared in the Wolverine movie in 2013. Kind of different there, but just maybe a suggestion if you don't know what to do with your old Madam Hydra figure. Now we have Quake, which was also a nice surprise, though. Even though we knew Quake was coming, she came with an alternate head, which would become Maria Hill. And, obviously the new body is pinless. This is, obviously has the disgusting pins, disgusting ball joints at the legs, really, it's a better updated figure of her, and it's very cool that we are getting her this way. I thought they would have actually included more heads, but like what's the other character's name? Sharon Carter. I would have probably expected maybe her, but that's all right. Now the other one, which is the last updated figure for this wave, is the U.S. Agent. Now, he obviously was going to get made because his relevancy to the MCU now. But there was a few differences. Obviously, the new one's a bigger body. This one was the Bucky Cap mold. But what I like about the old one still, and this is why I like that they didn't do with the new one, is that they kept the shield kind of unique still. You still get that star in the center. Whereas the new one, it doesn't have that, which is great too. It's really nice, and it makes you kind of enjoy to have, both if you still have, or if you want to replace them, whatever. But this, I think, is still cool that they kept it kind of unique. So not 100% of a replacement. Obviously they did a bunch of new stuff with. The figure looks better, obviously, the new one. Not surprised that they announced Blue Marvel, but I thought he was gonna be pinless. I thought for a character like that, I thought that's what they were gonna jump at and make them pinless. I was surprised at the fact that there wasn't that many pinless figures announced today. because of how, they're saying Vulcan's going to be like that new base mold, and we're going to be seeing more of that. But I didn't see any figure have pinless except for Quake. Madam Hydra still had the pins, which is disappointing. You think with her being updated, they would have done her too for the female legs. We all know they're just horrible. Now, the other one, which was also predicted, was Speedball. He's, coming up in the pack, part of the new Warriors, so that's completing a team. So there you go. We got that character. I don't know much about Speedball, to be honest with you, but, he's coming to the line. We all kind of knew that was happening. Now, what was very surprising were the versions of Thor and Iron Man. Those two figures we're going to be getting, obviously, and with Thor and Iron Man being in the same wave is also interesting, but there's going to be those new designs, and what's cool about Thor, I guess, is he comes with a couple Ravens, and Iron Man is a design suit from Alex Ross. So, obviously, Hall of Armor, if you want to build up more armor of Iron Man, that's makes sense to me, and then new version of Thor. So there you go with that. That kind of completed the whole wave. The figure, we're going to be able to build this character called the Controller. He uses most of Thanos's build. They took a lot from there. You can always tell with the shoulder pads. So that was kind of like their way of making a build a figure that's kind of like reused in a way, some parts at least. But it still works. Now, I know it's unusual, but they did announce two Build-A-Figures, and they announced the Build-A-Figure first before they announcing a full wave, is that they are doing the Ultron from the What If series, that we saw in Season 1. That character is the Build-A-Figure, and Hawkeye and Kate Bishop are going to be the characters in that wave. Like, that's 2 out of the 7 figures in that wave. So we'll see what the other 5 are going to be. Moon Knight, probably 2 characters. They said there was going to be 1 or 2, so probably 2. So we'll probably see whatever that's going to be when Moon Knight premieres. I'm guessing March 30th. Maybe they'll do it then, or maybe a few weeks after that, whenever episode comes out with some reveals that they don't want to like spoil for us, I guess. But we'll see those. Don't know what the other figures will be after that, though. Maybe still new characters like She-Hulk, or something like that, or it could be callback to what we've missed last year from Disney Plus. Maybe Falcon in his original suit, but then again, they'd make that a deluxe to include the wings or something. I don't know. And the other figure that they announced today was for the X-Men VHS tape line is the Storm animated version. She's got that black shading. I kind of wish they changed the cape on her, though. They still did that soft cape, and I don't think that worked. I think it worked very well when they did the plastic cape for the 80s Storm. I think that would have worked much, much better and would have looked more better just on a figure. I kind of wish they kind of continued use of that, but here we are. They're continuing use with the fabric sheet, whatever it is. The head sculpt is the best thing about that figure. I think they got a nice looking, Storm figure where she's just kind of calm and not like using her powers. I think you could probably even use that head on the other Storm figure, do a head swap and then have her calm, so it might enhance your older figure, maybe. So, other than their new reveals that were today, they also talked about Spider-Man No Way Home. Like, they're just like, they're working on it. They're going to make those figures, but it's going to take a while because guess what? They were kept in the dark. They had no idea those things were happening. Now, it doesn't mean that we still won't see a Tobey Maguire or Andrew Garfield Spider-Man figure this year, because those could be based off from their original movies, and it could be a callback celebrating Spider-Man for the last 60 years. I still think that could still be a possibility, but it wasn't. We're not going to see the versions that we saw in the No Way Home. Those figures aren't coming out this year. We're not going to see Green Goblin or Doc Ock with the new tentacles, or however they want to show them. how they appeared in No Way Home is likely not going to be how we're going to get them this year. Probably a year or two from now, probably two, considering on how the world's going right now. It's going to probably be a while, but they are working on it, and that's a given. I think everyone kind of knew that was coming, but they are actively doing it, so that's good, I guess. And now they also left a teaser showing a a glass for like in the science lab, and who knows what character that's supposed to be for. Could be for Spider-Man. I think that's where it's from. Could be from Lizard. Lizard could come with a glass and be in that retro card. Who knows? Definitely, I think something in a scientist form, or something like that, something along those lines. So other than what Hasbro's been talking about today, they've also been shipping out a lot of those pre-orders, like the Army Builders or the Walgreens exclusive, like Quasar here. They're showing up. A lot of people were getting worried about the fact that they might not make it to US, and some people have to buy it somewhere else because of what's going on with Walgreens. But obviously, it's just everything's just taking forever, and that's the end of it. I mean, soon we'll see Binary, and then we got Baron Zemo and Jigsaw coming too from the Walgreens exclusives. So we'll see those figures coming out, but it's just everything's just taking forever from them, and that's not really their fault. But definitely some interesting figures today. They are. And this is just also now about the channel. Like, I'm not going to probably be doing any more toy reviews, and I've actually been really busy, so that's why I haven't been posting anything at all. I don't have time for toy reviews anymore, though, and that's like every time it's like a video, it's just kind of like here and there. I know there's other toy reviewers that are doing that go all out and have this whole thing. I'll still talk about figures and stuff. I'll still post when I can. But, I'm just going to kind of hit when those big days kind of come out, when they announce things, when things are just kind of relevant, because, I don't get toys fast. I don't pay more money to get them faster. I'm not impatient about that type of thing. I won't go that far, at least. So there's still going to be videos. I just don't post as much. But, and lately it's just been kind of really busy, but hopefully you guys still enjoy watching this channel when I do put stuff out. I actually also kind of worked on a stop motion video, which also took out a lot of time, and I haven't been able to finish it. And now I'm trying to hopefully do that. Only gonna be like a minute long or something, but hopefully I'll put that out someday soon. But I figured I'd give you guys like a little bit of an update. Curious if the channel's dead here or not. But I'm going to still keep doing some videos and stuff in the future. So hopefully you guys did enjoy this video, though. And if you did, hit that thumbs up button. And if you're new, hey, welcome. Please subscribe. But yeah, I mean, I'll see you all next time, whenever that is. Take care.